Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Natalie Miles Show. Welcome to this energy forecast for the week ahead, May 26th to the 1st of June. How on earth is it June? I can't believe it's June already. It is just, I don't know, March to June just seems to have gone down a complete and utter vortex. But hey, here we are, May 26th to the 1st of June with the weekly energy forecast. Big shout out for all of your messages, all of your love regarding these weekly energy forecasts coming back. It really lights me up, and I'm finding a lot of joy in it too, and it just feels really good. And you know when you're on the right path, on the right track, when something just feels really good in your body and you get that hell yes. And so this has come through, really with all the feels, with all the feelings, and it's an honor and a privilege to channel through what wants to come forward, because in the end, these energy forecasts are for you personally and for the collective. So what's coming up for you personally and what we face on our planet as a collective even, because we are all connected. We don't sit in silos energetically. We are part of community, and our energy is all part of that as well. It's the final week of May. If you haven't listened to your May energy forecast, main energy forecast theme, full video, full channel card spread, binaural beats, activation, you can still access that. So if you want to know more about what magnetic momentum means for you in May, head to the show notes in my bio, or head to my Substack where you can access that. You have to be a subscriber to access, but it's only $8.88 a month. And I also share other subscriber only posts, as well as you get free discounts to my psychic circle, my other workshops, series, events. So it is definitely worth signing up. But I want to jump into this week's energy. Because when I've been tuning into this week ahead, it feels like we're going to have some friction. It feels like things might be making us uncomfortable. Again, as part of that magnetic momentum energy, as much as it can be seen that we're going to experience what is for us and what we're attracting and what we're calling in, it'll also show us what's not for us, what is being repelled, what doesn't fit energetically. And it really feels like this week that we might be moving through that, where we're discovering what's not for us, but of course in turn discovering what is for us, because sometimes we need that reframe. Instead of focusing it and seeing it as a negative of the things that aren't working out or the things that are falling apart or the things that are ending, actually it's just like, okay, this clear out is needed, this death that is happening is underway, but it does feel like that to kind of reach that pinnacle energy of magnetic momentum for May. I'm not going to miss saying that. It really feels that as that energy builds, as we move through to this June 1st energy, and the energy of June, and I already have the energy forecast theme for June. But as we move through that, it does feel like that energy is going to intensify, especially around what is not for us or what isn't working. And so it is really, really important as you move through the week ahead, when things don't go as planned, that you don't get discouraged, that you keep going, that you see it for what it is, and trust that you that you're supposed to be seen, that you're supposed to be heard, that you're supposed to be in the light. It comes through really loud and clear when I tune into next week. It's all about navigating, being in the shadow, being in the light, not getting discouraged, really laying it all out, laying everything out in your life, and the roadblocks, the detours that are coming up, the things that aren't working. It is about how can you stay in your light during these times so that you can bounce back, that you can still see yourself as a luminous being. This energy of luminosity feels really important to support you as you move through the week ahead. But it is a week to take the pressure off. If you've been doing a lot, it could be a week to relax. It could be to trust what is unfolding, and to see everything how it is. And as you move through the week, checking in with your body, checking in with your heart, checking in with your spirit team. And if you are someone that is facing those roadblocks and the friction and the more difficult energy as that comes up for you, allow yourself to cry if you want to cry. If you want to be angry, get angry. It's really important that we allow ourselves to tap into our emotions next week, because there could be this energy of like, don't feel it. Just move on and don't pretend it's there, or you can't express yourself, or it's wrong to be emotional right now. And it feels like it's a time to let your emotions bubble up to the surface, even if it feels uncomfortable. And you could be someone that is not allowing these emotions to bubble up because you don't want them to feel uncomfortable. It's not about you not feeling comfortable. It's about them. You don't want to make them feel bad. So yeah, whatever challenging energy that you're facing, trust that it is all unfolding how it is. I know that sounds really cheesy when you're really in it and it's like, oh my God, really another thing. But yeah, just really allow yourself to trust this magnetic momentum energy is for this final week of May. There's something else that wants to come through. Money feels like it's going to be a really big thing this week. Keep getting that as a dial in around money, and money stories and your relationship to money and things coming up around money in this friction, tense energy. And in that magnetic momentum, you could be reworking old stories where there will be new money flowing in through new ways, and you're actually really up leveling your relationship around money. So money feels like it's going to be an interesting topic of what that looks like. Again, what's coming up for us personally, and in the collective. So I'm intrigued to see what money stories come up through our banks, through rates, through inflation. It feels like there's going to be some interesting money dynamics within that. But yeah, just the power games that are creating friction. There's an intensity as we move through next week. And as I'm just like, is there anything else they want to share? Because in the end, how this works for me, how I do these weekly energy forecasts is before I hit record, I spend 5-10 minutes just channeling through it wants to come through. I make some rough notes. And then as I'm talking to you and I've hit record, I'm like, okay, is there anything else? Is there anything else that wants to be shared? But yeah, they just keep saying, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. Trust what is unfolding, and be open to see new avenues, because sometimes we have ourselves fixed on a certain way of doing things, and then we kind of get detoured to do something a different way, and then actually that detour ends up being even better than the original plan. Yeah, that's what this week's energy feels like. So, and if you haven't listened to last week's energy forecast, go and have a listen, because that was all about adapting to. So again, we're building the energy from last week to this week. So if you haven't listened to last week, it's like 10 minutes long. Go and have a listen to last week's, because it really complements the energy that we are experiencing this week. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this, please share with your friends, share with your family members, your community, share on social media. Tag me in a story. It would be amazing to get these messages far and wide so that they can support as many people as possible. And if you feel called to, leave a review and rate on YouTube if you're watching on there, or if you are listening on Apple podcast, leaving a review there would also be absolutely amazing. It just really supports the growth of these forecasts moving ahead. June 1st, if you're listening to this towards the back end of the week, there will be a new monthly energy forecast coming out June 1st. It's a good one. I'm excited around June. June's got some really potent energy. Looking forward to sharing that with you. If you want that directly into your inbox, make sure you subscribe to my Substack, because you will get that directly into your inbox. Whether you are a free subscriber or a paid subscriber, you will get what the energy forecast theme is straight into your inbox. So go and sign up. I'll put a link into the show notes. Have an amazing week as you navigate what you face with all the love, all the ease, all the grace, and setting that intention that whatever gets thrown your week in this intense energy week, that you are navigating this with all of those things, love, ease, and grace, and that it is bringing you closer to who you are, what your vision is, what your purpose is, and a deeper connection to, the truth in love in your heart. Have an amazing week. Bye.